Hello guys, back with another short video. Now I did another video on wet forming, and that's basically what this is. So you wet your leather and you form it around whatever it is you want to put in there. Um, a lot of the times I use, here's a wet form pouch I made, and basically it's just a Altoids box inside. And you can keep fire starters in here, first aid kits, fishing gear, whatever you like. But they're nice to have on your belt. Here's a picture of my, this is my bushcraft belt. It's full 2 inches thick, I do believe. Yeah, so full 2 inches thick, very heavy duty leather. I made it from scratch. Got a couple of D-rings on here, but what I wanted to show you was a few of these belt pouches. So this one here that I'm gonna do in my next video with this is sort of the same concept as this. I'm gonna put the fringes on the bottom. That's why I left a lot of extra from the form. And this is basically, it doesn't even have a snap on it. It's just a belt pouch. You put that on your belt and carry it wherever you go. You got a lighter in here, a fire starter. So you can always have something with you. And then inside is another Altoid box. Inside this one is just birch bark, cotton swab soaked in Vaseline. Just nice to have something on the trail with you that you never know when you're gonna have to start a fire if you're out, you want to cook lunch. And here's another one. This has got a copper. It's well aged, looks good. Same thing, just some tinder in there. This is wet formed also, and it's just a little belt pouch, a little bit of native flair to it. It's got a bit of beadwork. I didn't do the beadwork, I did everything else, all the stitching and the fringes. But the beadwork I picked up at the reservation near Kingston. There's one without the fringes. It's the same sort of thing, and I carved an old man on it with the beard, kind of looks like me. And just a little pouch inside. You don't have to use the tin if you want. You can fill it full of stuff. That's why I made this one extra long, instead of being just the same size as the tin itself. Now you can throw the tin in, and then you've got all this extra space, top or bottom, where you can put in your fire steel or whatever, beef jerky, whatever you want to put in there. This is, and you can make these any size you want. Like, this is just the tin I had, the little copper one, and a couple Altoid tins I have. So they're just a couple of tins I had around the place. But so this here pouch, this is sort of the same thing. This is either you can use a strap with it. So you've got a shoulder strap here with an adjustable buckle that you can hook on the sides of the pouch, and you got a flap on it, or you can put it on your belt just like that. And again, I kind of like the fringes, or I think they're in style now. This one here's got a hidden knife in it. This is a heli knife from Norway. It's very good steel. You can put a pocket knife in there, doesn't have to be that. But this wet form that I did was just from a travel wipe case. So you can use anything you want to do your wet forming with. And I just made a little bigger pouch because these are pretty small. Like, I mean, there's not a whole lot you're going to put in there, but you also don't even know you're carrying them. So something like that, you can use it with or without. This can be made more rigid. So what I'm going to do before I start building the back side of this, I'm going to stain it, and the stain will make it much harder and more rigid. So that's on the go right now, and we're going to put a cow skull on that one, I do believe. So that is the next project on the go. This is, I don't know what to do with the front of this. I did a pouch last week, so I hand painted this. I carved a couple feathers in there. Kind of goes with the native idea, and it's got the deer antler toggle on there, and a couple of beads just to give it a little decoration. This is a belt pouch. This is a foraging pouch, and I put a D-ring on the bottom of this. So let's say you're out with your knapsack and you're going out for the day, and you come across some tinder, some chaga, mushrooms, something that you wanna keep, or dry tinder if it's been raining. You can this just goes on your belt like this, and like I said, you got a D-ring on there, so you can actually hang off a pair of gloves if you want off of that if you need to. But so you're just walking through the bush, you got a knapsack on, you want to pick up some kindling, birch bark, you just pop the lid open, and boom, you got a pouch. So you got a nice foraging pouch where you can add stuff to it and just keep it on your belt, on your back of your belt. And when you get to campsite, you've got your kindling or your mushrooms or whatever, and that just bolts right on the back of your belt. So that's a foraging pouch. This one's kind of big. I know there's a lot of them out there. I've made a few smaller ones, and it just folds up like that. And you can make, I mean, I could trim this and make it a little smaller if I wanted, but it's all right just the way it is. So that's a foraging pouch with a hand painted pair of arrows on it. So that could be something that I might want to put on to this, make it kind of the same way a little bit. I haven't decided yet. So this is one of the projects in the works. So is this one. These are nice, easy projects. If you're a beginner, you can get a swivel from Tandy Leather, get a concho, snap, and make a little belt for your keychain. These are always handy to have around. I've made a few of them, make great presents. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn any of this stuff, you can drop me a comment and give me your information. I can do a video on anything that you are looking for. I started doing, this is a heli knife also. I bought the blank, so I didn't make the knife, but I had a deer antler laying around. I got a lot of them actually. And this is a good quality steel knife, but it's kind of a primitive looking, something that, you know, and it's got rawhide on here. And I made a nice little deerskin sheath to go with it. And it's a cross draw, so it's kind of nice to have around. Another thing that I carry on that pouch is, this is a custom made knife that I ordered and had made for myself out of Washington State in the States. It's made from JJ with elk antler handle on it, and I made a custom sheath for it, and with the custom sheath is a striker. So you've got a deer antler striker, elk antler skins on the knife, kind of nice. But those are nice projects if you're starting out. This is one I made when I first started out, and it's just a big old Damascus knife that I bought somewhere, and I made a sheath for it, and big knife. But good projects to do, but I just wanted to show you a few things that go on the belt. Here's what that tin looked like when I bought it. Nice and shiny. Now it's old and weathered. So you can make, for the beginners, little coin pouches. This one's made out of deer skin. It's got a antler toggle on it for the drawstring, and it's just full of quarters and stuff like that, but nice to have around. You can also put tinder and stuff in this and throw it in the bottom of your knapsack. So that's a few things we got on the go here, and I want this channel to be educational, and I want to show people how to do stuff. I make these deer antler ferrule rods, and they're easy to make, but fun little projects. You can do a lot of things if you find an antler shed in the bush, make decorations, stuff like that. But oh, this is one I forgot to show you. So this is another pouch I have. It's got a wet formed belt loop in it, made for a 2-inch belt, which is that one. That's why it's all the same color. And I hand carved a horse on it, and it's wet formed, and put my initials on the inside. But what this is inside here is a Hudson's Bay kit. So this is a fire steel. There's a magnifying glass, so if you have a sunny day you can build a fire with your fire glass, your magnifying glass. Inside you got char cloth, striker, some twine, and flint. So flint and stone. So that's how they used to build fires before matches were invented. It's kind of cool to have something like that that you can practice with and hone your bushcraft skills. And you just got to get out there and build a fire and cook your lunch and spend the afternoon in the bush with your significant other or by yourself, whatever. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Next video, this is just a short one. I just wanted to show you this pouch in the beginning stages. So that's what it starts with, and that's what it ends with. So that's it. Anyway, happy Friday, and we'll see you soon. I'll get working on this, and I'll do another video on how to do that. But like I said, you can make them any size you want. It doesn't have to be, you know, it can be a bigger thing. Maybe you can make a purse if you want a purse. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.